It's your boy signing for his
Ladies and gentlemen, please
NBA
welcome
season.
Frequency Vibration.
First season.
Welcome aboard, young man. Welcome aboard.
Wow. Wow. This is bananas.
Take your time, baby.
Thanks, Mom. Okay, so I first want to thank everyone who made this possible. Mom, Dad, I couldn't have done this without you. I'd like to thank my lady Yvette, my dude Vig.
Hey, yo, I got you, man. Hey, all them in the building all day, yo.
Aye.
I love you, man. Love you, town.
He's like my brother. Oh, gosh. And also, want to thank my sister, Cece, who is also my manager. Swish, love you.
I love you more.
And my agent, Mr. Don Pagnotti himself.
You're the man, baby.
I guess I will take some questions now. Yes, ma'am.
How did you get the nickname Freak?
A lot of people don't know this, but Freak is short for my very first nickname, Frequency Vibrations.
Yeah, true story. I like to introduce our mother so she could tell you.
Go ahead.
You know, Mama.
Tell Mama.
Thank you, everyone. Frequency and Cece are fraternal twins. And so when I was pregnant, one of them kept kicking and jumping around all the time. So my husband, Pete, put headphones on my belly and played reggae music.
Hence the name Frequency Vibration.
We shortened it to Freak.
How did you know who was kicking?
A mother knows. A mother always knows.
Are you ready for a photo op?
Yes. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the next NBA superstar, Frequency Vibration.
Go ahead, son.
Thank you all for coming. We will be available for one-on-ones in the back. Good job. Well done.
Congratulations, son.
As y'all see, it's my first day. Just got here to the sun. Get my shit together. Get this money up. Get this career going. Let's go. Let's go. Enough practice for the day. First game, Suns versus the Mavericks.
All right. You all know why we're here and what we came to do this year.
What's that?
This is only the beginning of a very long season, but Game 1 means just as much as Game 82. Now, we have some new faces here that I really expect to make an impact for us this season. We've already seen flashes of what they can do for us, but I expect all of you to go out there and execute just like we did in camp. Ain't no more excuses. It's time to get serious. If we play our brand of basketball, there's no telling where this team can go. So get out there, get warm, and let's go win this game.
He ain't even believe that shit.
Here we go. My first NBA game. This is something I've been waiting for my entire life. And to be honest, I'm a little bit nervous. But I know this is where I belong. So I just gotta get out there and do what I was born to do. I hope I can make my family proud.
And we've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks, everyone, for joining us here in the start of a new season. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my colleagues Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And this matchup with the Mavericks, it's the first game of the NBA's regular season. In a season ago, Clark, they won the matchup, winning 3 and losing just 1.
And they were able to take the season series in that matchup last year, but overall, two teams.
NBA playing time. We're going to check out our first glimpse of professional basketball from Freak.
You know, he's a great young player and even a better young man. So personally, I couldn't be happier for him. I know he's thinking about the game, but I hope he's able to take a moment to just enjoy this accomplishment.
Well said, and I hope so too. I mean, as a player, you want to stay even-keeled, but it's almost impossible. I mean, there's just so much that you've gone through to reach this point. It has to be emotional.
On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Powell is out there with JaVale McGee. Then there's J.J. Barea, then it's Matthews, then it's Felton in at the 2 spot. Here's Matthews. Phoenix grabs the miss.
And one thing that Phoenix had for them last season was depth. A very good bench, and they provided a good scoring punch when called upon.
Mavericks trailed by 3. Out to the right wing. There's the triple. Barea, no good. The Suns have gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Phoenix, no good that time either.
And you really thought that was going to be a gimme, but unable to convert.
Yeah, and a little self-talk, angry self-talk for himself after that miss.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Knight, wide open, gets it to go from 18 feet away. Knight's got his second basket of the game. The Mavericks have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Barea kicks to Matthews. He dishes it to Powell. He feeds it to Barea. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Powell, that's good. Powell's got his second bucket of the night.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition.
And here we go. Fast break. Barea's got it. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Blowing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
First game was looking like a
first
failure.
free throw of the game. Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Freak, he's in at point guard. Booker out there with Mirza Teletovic. Then there's Len, and it's Price in at the shooting guard position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns.
You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that. They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
The steal. The dish to Booker. To the inside. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. It always seems the Mavs are able to compete for a title, Clark, but their window. And mark that bucket down, folks. That's the first career basket from Freak.
You're back to this one, all right? Let's go.
And a scrappy one, but he'll take it. It doesn't matter how you get those first points in the NBA. It just matters that you get them.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, there'll be plenty of chances to create spectacular highlights in the years to come for this young man. But right now, he just wants those first points.
Well, with Freak, Clark, there was a question whether he would stay another year in college. Really was a tough decision for him, but he ended up coming out after his freshman year.
And Kevin, it's really hard to blame a guy like Freak for doing that. I mean, he's clearly NBA ready, and he's putting a lot at risk for every year he stays in school when he could be on the NBA clock.
And here we see the debut of Freak, the kid from Harlem. His first time on an NBA floor. And Clark, it's a moment that he's worked very hard to achieve, and his family has got to be proud.
Extremely so, Kevin. It's been a long journey for him, but every level along the way, he's found success. High school phenom, playing for a college championship. I wouldn't bet against this kid in anything when it comes to basketball.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
And Pachulia drops them both.
And when you look at the Mavs, they have always built through free agency, still tinkered with the roster this season to get into a position to compete. Not having any lottery picks for so long has hampered their youth and development.
The score now all even. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Freak. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. This break in the game gives us a chance to look at the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. Second, the Mavericks.
And this team, in terms of scoring off of turnovers, that became the identity. I mean, they really look to disrupt and cause problems defensively. And boy, do they take advantage on the other end.
What a year for the Suns in terms of transactions. Started the season with Dragic and Thomas on the roster and moved them both, Clark, at the deadline.
And, you know, most folks saw the Dragic trade coming after his disagreements with the team. The Thomas trade was a bit of a surprise, though.
Felton dishes to Williams. From 13, Len grabs the board.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
And as you said, the Suns made a flurry of deals at the deadline. You knew they would move one guard, but ended up moving 2. Brought back 1 as well.
Right side, Williams. Clock at 6. Another 3
Fuck
for
him
Dallas.
away.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him. When the Suns made all those trades, you kind of figured there would be some adjustments, and they did fall off a bit. Still, they felt what they had wasn't quite good enough going forward, so they got a jump on rebuilding last year.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch. You know, it wouldn't be a bad idea to put an extra body on him, get some help when he barrels his way in close. He's such a good finisher. He needs more than one guy to defend him.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Suns lead by 1. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
All right, guys, I want to go over some things before we get back out there. I like the way we're valuing the basketball. Keeping those turnovers down has really helped us throughout the first 2 quarters. We did take advantage of their turnovers, I'll say that. And that was big.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. So it's a narrow victory for the Mavericks, pulling out the W. This win...
Gotta forget about that one.
The 2K Sports
Damn,
postgame
man,
show.
I wasn't there with it though. That's it for me, man. That's fucked up. First game I lost.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Chandler Parsons.
Well, he showed just how good he can be when he's at the top of his game. And the building was stunned. You saw people leaving early, throwing popcorn, throwing hot dogs, spilling soda. He put on a CSDP, a crowd shut down performance. Man, that's what I'm talking about, Ernie.
This was Chandler Parsons taking it to the next level, Shaq. I mean, he has heart and hustle always, but he took it even higher tonight on both ends of the floor.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.